Jonathan, what's your chest routine? How many times do you hit chest in a week? Can we get a workout routine? Can I squeeze those boobs? Okay, anyways. Well, look no further, for I'm about to bless you with the methods and secrets to big, juicy chest. Not really. You can find all this information online somewhere else. I'm just another guy telling you what I do for my chest. But okay, like, I might not be the biggest guy, nor am I the most shredded, but what I do have is a comically large chest proportioned to my body, plus some years of experience in the gym. All in all, what I can offer is my experiences and some tips on growing your chest. So there's 3 muscle groups that make up your chest. And okay, honestly, I'm gonna draw up a demonstration for you guys. All right, so all right, hold on, I need glasses, make me look smarter.
What the hell?
Okay, that does not make me look. All right, this will work. So here's our boy Alan. All right, in my lovely drawing you could see our boy Alan. All right, that's his chest, right? So your chest is made up of 3 muscle groups. You have your upper, middle, and then lower chest. So for your upper chest, doing anything at an incline that is a press movement or fly movement will target this muscle group right here. Moving on to middle of the chest, and that's if you're laying flat on your back parallel to the floor and you're doing a pressing movement, you'll work these fibers. And then you have your lower chest fibers by laying on a decline doing a pressing movement. Okay, so with that demonstration out of the way, I wanted to get into what I personally think is the most aesthetic part of their chest. And honestly, if you watch any other creator, like fitness influencer, whatever, talk about the most aesthetic part of the chest, they're about to tell you what I'm about to tell you. And that is the upper chest. It gives you a much fuller look, having that shelved upper chest, like just even wearing a low cut shirt like this. Having a built upper chest will just automatically give you a better look to your physique. So with that in mind, with my training, I prioritize my upper chest a lot more. With all that done and said, let's stop with the yapping and let's get to the workout. Okay, let's get started. So currently what I'm doing is a rotator cuff warm up / exercise. This is perfectly great for people who have not so great shoulders. It's definitely a good exercise to do before any pressing movements. You just basically form a 90-degree angle and wave it up and down like one of those cats, you know, at those like Asian Japanese restaurants. Anyways, now I'm setting up the incline Smith machine bench. Now what you want to do here is load on pretty relatively lightweight for you, something you could do for multiple reps. And there is no set reps I usually like to do for this. It's just until I feel warm in my muscles, getting some blood flow in them. Now if you're the type of person that needs a set number, I would just probably say 8+ in reps. That's probably a safe number to do. Now, after you think you're adequately warmed up, you can go ahead and load up your working weight. For me, it's just going to be a 45 and a 25. And you might notice when I do my reps, I control the negative. So the descending of the bar should be around 3 seconds, a 1 second pause at the bottom, and then exploding right back up. Now, for your working sets, you should be aiming in the rep range roughly around 6 to 10. And for incline press movements, I usually do 2 working sets, not including that 1 warm-up set. Now, before you go into the comments and say, but Jonathan, I don't have a Smith machine at my gym. Well, don't worry, I got you. On the screen right now, I'm going to put some clips of substitute incline press movements you could do as well. And don't worry, I'm going to do the same for every other exercise I'm gonna show today. And if you still can't do any of the movements I show you, then you should switch gyms. Like, what kind of gym doesn't have dumbbells? I show you a dumbbell incline movement. But anyways, moving on to the flat press movements. For each movement, I like to do the feeler set thing I told you about earlier. It's just to fill out the weight before I get into the working sets. Usually after filling out the weights, I just immediately go into my first working set. It's just a habit I picked up over the years of lifting that I still do to this day. For flat presses, I also usually do 2 working sets and that 1 feeler set. So technically 3 sets in total, but not really in a sense. It just depends on who you ask. Me personally, I don't count my warm-up sets towards my total working sets, but others might. And on the screen now, I will put up some videos of other exercises you could do if you don't have this machine in your gym. Now we're on my last set of my flat press movement, and you'll notice that I struggle on this set. I don't hit my goal rep range of usually 8 on this, which normally I would be able to do. Just some days you feel weak, some days you feel strong, and today was not one of those days. I just felt weak, and I just want to say it's perfectly normal. If this happens to you, you shouldn't feel demotivated. Just because you didn't lift a certain amount of weight you did last week doesn't mean you digressed. A lot of things can affect how you perform at the gym, like eating, sleeping, fatigue, etc. And now what I'm doing is I'm unloading some weight and then continuing until I finish my set. And you may notice as I am struggling with these reps, I try my hardest to still keep that 3-second negative, at least a 1-second pause, and then coming right back up. I've also kind of ran out of commentary to say, so why not go ahead and promote my clothing brand sponsor, Breathe Divinity. They're the clothes I'm currently wearing right now, and use code LOSER at checkout for 10% off. And back to the workout. Now I'm on the last exercise of chest day. As you can see, I took off my pump cover, and let's just say the pump is pumping. Like, look at my chest, bro. Now what I'm doing is seated pec deck flies. I usually always finish off with just 1 set of flies on any chest day. I'll go ahead and put up a video of me doing chest flies on a different machine, just in case if you don't have this seated pec deck fly at your gym. So to give more of an explanation, what I'm doing here is I'm still keeping the same form of 3-second negatives, 1-second pause. All I'm doing is I'm making sure I'm getting a deep stretch, going back as far as I can, making sure I'm stretching those pecs, and then I'm pulling my arms back together. A key point here is to imagine you're pulling through your elbows and trying to pinch them together. And that is it for my chest days. 5 total working sets, excluding the warm-up sets / feeler sets. But besides that, all you need is a incline pressing movement, flat pressing movement, and some sort of fly movement. And here I am posing, showing the result of this workout. As you can see, the chest is indeed pumped. You can see the striations. I literally have like double D's on my chest as we speak. Results may vary though, genetics play a big part. But if chest is a lacking muscle group for you, all you have to do is increase your training frequency from 2 to maybe 3 to maybe 4 times a week. You just gotta make sure you have proper rest and recovery. So that wraps up that video. I know it's been over like a year since my last actual post. This was quite different from what I was posting before. I knew beforehand I was doing more of vlog-esque type videos, and don't worry, I'll still be doing those. It's just where I live in the Midwest, it's very boring. There's not much to film, so it gets quite boring quite fast. So I'm just gonna start doing other videos as well, probably like challenge videos with my girlfriend or whatever. Just whatever you guys want to see. I just thought this would be a good video to come back on. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any questions, go and ask. I'll try to reply back to most I can. Besides that, thank you for watching. You're appreciated. Subscribe. I love y'all. I'm back.